everybody, it's the Bulls Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even think free agency has actually started yet, but already we are seeing some extremely crazy things come out around the NBA. This is mainly going to be a Chicago Bulls related video. Got some news to discuss in relation to another qualifying offer not being extended to one of our players. And of course, our Summer League team recently just came out a couple of minutes ago. So we're going to be talking about that. But obviously, we'll try to get into some of the other things as well. Again, it's been a crazy time if you're an NBA fan, just watching and reading some of the things that are coming out right now. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about what the Chicago Bulls plan to do in free agency. Of course, the big player in Kevin Durant. Do you think there's a possibility we could go after Kevin Durant? I don't personally know. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I'll give you my, opinion towards the end of the video, but we're going to get started on the Bulls news first. I know everybody wants to talk about Kevin Durant, but this is a Bulls channel. I do want to talk mainly about the Bulls at the moment. So first things first, Matt Thomas will not receive a qualifying offer for the Chicago Bulls. Now, I'm not very surprised really at all that Matt Thomas didn't get a qualifying offer. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent. He can go and talk to any other teams he desires, and I'm sure there could potentially be a team that needs a three-point shooter out there that could give him a shot. Obviously, the Bulls need to improve their three-point shooting, so a lot of people might be relatively upset if we don't improve our three-point shooting in free agency or in the trade. Yeah, we got rid of Matt Thomas, who shot 38% from the three-point line. So I can understand that situation as well, but obviously, at this point in time, Matt Thomas was that security player. He wasn't really going to be anything more than that. If you can upgrade his position with somebody else, and I say do that, and I'm fine with that. But obviously, good luck to Matt Thomas. I don't necessarily think he actually did bad here whatsoever, to be honest. I just think that he wasn't really a primary player for the Bulls, and I think we probably could do a little bit better in that position. So we'll wait and see what the Chicago Bulls could do in free agency, which is very, 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 very quickly coming upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Another player that has not been brought back to the Chicago Bulls this season is Tyler Cook. Now, Tyler Cook was one of our two-way contract players, and he ended up, I think, doing relatively okay for the Chicago Bulls last season, but obviously this now means he's an unrestricted free agent and can go to any other team in the NBA who wants to give him an opportunity. This leaves the two-way contract spot available for the Chicago Bulls. We will be talking about the Summer League team right after we talk about Tyler Cook, and maybe one of those players, if they do well, gets a chance in terms of a two-way contract spot, which I think is probably why we've done it. We want to see if someone can impress, someone can make this Chicago Bulls team a little bit better, someone that can bring a little bit of versatility, someone that can play in the NBA and in the G League. Look, we don't really know what that two-way spot is going to be available for, but at least now we've got a spot there for any team, any player to impress enough around the Summer League, not just the Chicago Bulls. And let's see what ends up happening in relation to that spot. Again, the two-way spot, it's about development. It's about a player that you can find that has development in them and can pursue it for the long term. And I thought Tyler Cook could have been that player. Ultimately, the Bulls decided to go against that. So whoever we bring on next in terms of that two-way contract spot, I hope can deliver and be a great two-way contract player for the Chicago Bulls. And ultimately, our Summer League team as well has come out. Now, I will show you all of the Summer League players here right now, ladies and gentlemen, but there's a lot of familiar faces here, ladies and gentlemen, as well. I think Ethan Thompson is there. Obviously, you've got players like our young rookie in Dalen Terry and Justin Lewis. They're both there. I'm excited to see what that power forward, that 6'11" power forward, his nickname is AK. I'm not going to pronounce his name again. I'm excited to see what he could be because he didn't get a lot of minutes in Australia, and maybe there's something there, a hidden gem type player there that no one really knows about. And obviously, you got Marco there as well, which I think Marco should have a very big Summer League. I've got to be honest, because this guy has been dominating the G League, or not necessarily dominating, but he's putting up great stats in the G League. So I'd like to see how dominant he could truly be in the Summer League. I think the Summer League is probably open more to Bulls fans compared to the G League, because the G League is going on in the middle of the season. The G League is going on when we're watching Bulls basketball, but there's no basketball now, ladies and gentlemen. It's just going to be the Summer League, and I think Marco's due for a big Summer League, to be honest. I hope he can deliver on that, and maybe he can prove that he deserves a spot on this Chicago Bulls team next season. So I'm excited about that as well. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the Summer League team. Is it going to be good enough? Can it compete with the rest of the Summer League teams? Or do you just see this being a development type of program where, look, we're probably not going to win that many games, but Marco is going to get some game time. Obviously, our rookie, we're going to see what it's all about with Dalen Terry and Justin Lewis. Obviously, we've got a couple of other guys that the Bulls were very interested in that we signed on. It's a relatively younger team as well. So, yeah, very, very interesting. Some familiar faces there as well. Let's just wait and see how we go in the Summer League. I'm actually very excited for the Summer League just because I do miss watching Bulls basketball once again. And obviously the talk of the town, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Durant has requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets. This happened a few hours ago. I believe the main teams interested are the Phoenix Suns and the Miami Heat. Recently came out that the Nets may want either Devin Booker or Bam Adebayo from Miami or Phoenix, because those are the two teams that were really much listed as the primary targets for Kevin Durant. And I believe almost half the league wants to do a trade for Kevin Durant, which is not surprising whatsoever. And I'm very positive our name is going to be thrown into that list, and it has already been before KD requested a trade. Look, dreamers can dream, but I think if we're competing with half the league, we're not going to get Kevin Durant. Let's be honest. I think our team is relatively older. We don't have a lot of draft compensation, and we're going to be giving up a lot to get Kevin Durant. We'll be giving up in terms of Patrick Williams, Io, Kobe. Some of those guys could potentially be in the conversation. You could even throw Lonzo in there. Vucevic would have to be thrown in there. I'm not saying all those players are going to be in that trade package, but you're going to be sacrificing most of those players if you have a chance to get Kevin Durant. Will the Bulls decide to do that? Ultimately, I have no idea. Kevin Durant is one of the best players in the world, one of the best players in our generation, and probably one of the best players of all time, really. Again, I think he's a truly, I guess, awe-inspiring player, and he is a level above most people in this league. I mean, he's in that echelon with the LeBrons and the Giannis's and the Lucas, those superstars that most teams would love to keep on their team. So, look, we'll wait and see. I see this extremely unlikely. I think Phoenix has a better chance of getting him. I don't necessarily know why Miami's in the conversation whatsoever. I don't think Miami can get Kevin Durant, to be honest, but we'll have to wait and see. I would personally give up Bam for Kevin Durant, but at the end of the day, it's Miami. It's their decision. We'll wait and see. And I would love the Bulls to get Kevin Durant as well. I just have to say that. I just don't feel it's very likely at this point that we're going to be the team that dethrones half the league, or probably most of the league, to go and get Kevin Durant. I just don't see that as, I guess, realistic. Again, expect the unexpected, expect miracles to happen. The Bulls work in silence, all of that. I've been saying that for 2 years now, so it could potentially be a possibility that somehow, some way, in some unimaginable circumstance, we do get Kevin Durant. And I think Kevin Durant does put us over the top as a championship contender. So let's just wait and see. Overall, I'm going to end the video here. I do think we're going to see a more traditional free agency in the terms of we're going to go after targets that we need to get, shooters, big men, stuff of that nature. And we'll leave the Kevin Durant conversation aside. Obviously, we can come back to it at a later time if we do somehow get Kevin Durant. But I do think, in terms of expecting the unexpected, I just think we're going to go for targets that we're not linked to. Like, we're linked to everybody under the sun, so it's very hard to actually, for that to actually happen. But yeah, you just never know. I feel like there's going to be a player in there that we don't necessarily think we're linked to, but we could get over the line, and I think it could be a decent player. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Have a wonderful and safe day, Bulls Nation. I'll see you in another Chicago Bulls video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care.